expressions of sympathy and condolence to the family and friends of Corporal Robert Deering, Lance Corporal Ben Watley, Corporal Liam Elms, Sergeant Christopher Reid and Marine Travis Mackett, all of whom tragically lost their lives serving this country and the people of Afghanistan in Helmand Province. Mr. Speaker, taxpayers have already had to sink £37 billion into our banks to get them lending again. So today, they'll be wondering why on earth they should risk a further £10 billion just to get the banks to do what they promised to do in the first place. So why is the Prime Minister playing copycat with the leader of the Conservatives when he should be playing hardball with the banks?
Mr. Speaker, I've just explained that the Conservative scheme is completely unfunded. And I think he better look at what he would put up to help people in this difficult situation. As far as the banks are concerned, the £10 billion is working capital that will go to firms over the course of the next year. The Business Guarantee Scheme is to help firms who are wanting to convert their overdrafts into loans or need investment capital. We will buy shares in high technology companies that have a viable future so that they can transfer their debt into equity. Now, these are the things that we can do practically. And let me just say, since November, already 20,000 firms have benefited from the cash flow promises that we made in the budget that we would give a deferral of taxation to people who were facing a need for working capital or for cash flow. So far from not taking action, 20,000 firms have already benefited.
Mr. Speaker, here's what he should do. He should stop telling the banks. He should stop telling the banks to both hoard cash and lend it out at the same time. And he should use one of the part nationalised banks as a state bank to lend money directly to viable British businesses. I put this to him right here 2 months ago, and he didn't listen. Isn't it time? Isn't it time he did?
Mr. Speaker, I admire his certainty, but let me just say this. We have asked the two banks in which we've got shares that they maintain the lending of 2007, which was a high level of lending for them, both to businesses and to mortgage lenders. And that, I believe, is what they are doing at the moment, and we are monitoring them every week for what they do. As far as further conditions for the banks, so that we can actually get more lending into the economy, making available the money we have today, which will go to small businesses themselves, is an important element of helping small businesses through these difficulties. But we will not hesitate to look at other measures that are necessary to get the financial system moving. All around the world, people have recapitalised the banks. All around the world, getting the funding moving is the important question. I believe the measures we are taking today will make a difference, but we will not hesitate to take further measures when they're necessary.
Jeremy Corbyn.